What's up, everyone? It's VC. So today we're going to use the Royal Clip clippers and the trimmer on a back taper. So first and foremost, I need you to knock down the hair with the comb and come with the Royal Clip open, no guard on it. After you take it with no guard on it, make sure that you create your guideline first, and the guideline needs to be a nice straightforward line crossing the ears but not above the middle of the whole entire ear. If you can see right here, there, it's not above the center of the ear but right at the earlobe. And make sure you're still knocking that hair down. Now, the first attachment I put on was the 3 guard, just so I can get the playing field even. Knock it down a bit, make sure that everything's clean before I rush into the taper. Now, a lot of things I feel like people do when they're doing tapers when they're first starting out is they're rushing. If you're rushing through the taper to try to, compensate for time, don't worry about that, because in the future, you will be sitting there taking your time, making sure that every client is good. So like I said before, after we do that, we're gonna knock it down. Once we get everything knocked down, what we're gonna get started to do is this. Now we're gonna follow that invisible line up halfway over the guideline that we first created. Just start that first blurry effect. The first blurry effect is going to have you able to start your transition with guidelines on the top and guidelines on the bottom. Now with the guidelines on the top and the bottom, that's going to be your middle piece you need to blend out. And you can run over that with, I want to say how I do it is at 1.5. And once you take the 1.5 and knock that in a little bit, the 2 will make everything more flushed. Here's that line right there I was talking about. And there go to 1.5. 1.5 is going to clear and debulk that mini, that barber eyes line that you can see in every haircut. We all see it, we all have it. But the things is that we may be able to see it, but some of our clients don't. And you can't leave it like that, because a lot of people I see in salons and beauty shops will leave that there thinking that it's fully faded. And look how y'all brush it down right now. You can still see certain spots that look darker or lighter, or you can still see just a little bit of the fade still there. So I'm gonna knock all that hair down again. After I knock the hair down, we're going to get into running across the 2 all the way up to debulk that part right where the top of the ear is. Now, if you're looking at this, I want you to follow the areas of where I'm knocking everything down at, because when I'm knocking this down, it's no higher than the ear. Now, at the ear point, I'm not trying to knock the weight down maximally. I'm just trying to blend that little hump that you see me brushing back down into the 3 that's above it, the 2 that's below it, the 1.5, and then the 1, and then eventually the 0.5. There you go. More blending. You see those thick parts? Those thick parts right there, don't worry about them too much, because when you come back, just like how I did here, to revisit them, once you got your guideline there, they'll easily fall out to where you're able to make everything look clean. So now that we knocked everything out, what we're going to get ready to do is comb the hair one more time and start shaping up the outside of the ear. Now with the outside of the ear, you're going to take the trimmer. I took the blade off that I had only because I had a brand new blade that was from Babyless, and I wanted to use it on here because I like it so much. But the standard blade that comes with the Royal Clips is amazing too as well. So this blade right here is taking everything clean, making everything fresh, boxing that frame into the back of the neck. Remember, we got to take that hair, brush it down so we get a nice palette before we start shaping. Bam! Now you can really see the taper has came together. But making sure you clean up that hair around that area you just cleaned is major. when you're creating a fade to make it look well. And if you see like at the bottom part of the neck, that hair is still there, you want to erase that. Make sure it's clean, it's functioning, it looks well, and you can go back over it with the clipper, clean it up. But for the most part right there, that's a taper.